Yo, what's up? It's your boy Carcino here. Let's get it. Yes. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, ladies and gentlemen. This is what they don't want you to know. This is what they don't want you to hear. This is what they want you to fear. But we got to get it told. The people need to know. Well, thank you, New Chris. I'm glad you're getting your notifications. Because this is something that they've been hiding from you. That they don't want you to know. They're not talking about it. Nowhere. Hit the like button coming through the door, ladies and gentlemen. Hit the like button coming through the door. They need to know you're not a bot. They need to know that you're a real person. Hit the like button coming through the door. Oh yeah. Hit that like button coming through the door. Because this is what they don't want to tell you. But I'm going to tell it to you. Because it's real. You need to hear the real. Straight up. Now, here is what they're not going to tell you. Burundi already know. The UFC has been getting dominated by African American fighters and African fighters, period. The 3 champions that you see on the thumbnail are from Africa. And they dominating a predominantly Caucasian white sport. But I'm going to tell you right now, I've been with the UFC since the beginning, from its inception. Caucasians have never dominated the sport. Brazilians have. Royce Gracie dominated the UFC. It was built to display how great Royce Gracie was over all the other fighters around the world. This is why it was done. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu was the reason MMA was formed. MMA, mixed martial arts, is non-existent. That is a false narrative. It's a combination of learning all styles in one. That's why it's called mixed martial arts. No, dummy. You guys have been lied to. MMA is meaning mixed martial arts, meaning a mixed martial arts tournament. Meaning that there are different styles that are all represented in one tournament. That's why it was called MMA. It was mixed martial arts. Everybody studied a craft and was good at their craft, and they all met together in a tournament. That's what made it mixed martial arts. So when anybody say, I study MMA, look at them like they're a damn fool, because there's no such damn thing. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. There's no such thing as MMA. I'm studying MMA. Then you're an idiot. Because there's no such thing as MMA. Mixed martial arts was the name of the tournament because it was a combination of different styles, different schools of styles. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Kempo, whether it was wrestling, Greco-Roman wrestling, everybody had a craft that they studied and they met together in a tournament of mixed martial arts. It wasn't, I started a little kicking, I studied a little punching. That's what mixed martial arts is. It's all mixed into one. So when I got an MMA coach, this is so stupid. When you hear people talk about it now, because they have no idea that they're being duped. Somebody just took the name MMA. It's like, I'm an MMA, I can teach you MMA. I'm like, you can't teach me MMA. You either teaching me a style or you're not. Because that doesn't exist. I'm not stupid. I know better. So what they wanted to do is have a sport, because see, here's the problem, and here's the situation. White fighters could not win in a boxing ring. They wanted to see white fighters be champions, but white fighters just couldn't win. They tried to make Tommy Morrison the white heavyweight champion of the world. Here it is, Rocky V, and then what happened? Ray Mercer knocked his head off. As long as there's a greasy black, unemployed black man, you're going to have a hard time whooping him if you're a white guy. This is just all to it. So they went to MMA, and they said, okay, good, we can have white people be successful here. And this is it. We get some rock music in there. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Come on, man. Yeah, they get all them people in there. You got all them bikers. Yeah, let's go. Rip his head off. You know, and then next thing you know, that's cool when they fight other white folks. But you putting them in there with damn Africans. Are you crazy? Do you know the endurance Africans have? Do you know the athleticism, the muscle structure, everything? Once they crack a white guy one time, do you know what's going to happen? You looking at the paid Cino right now, because I made money off Stipe going to sleep. I was thinking Stipe, I'm like, man, I'm going to just put some money down on it. I did it at the last minute, because I said, the only way brother could win is by knockout, and he almost knocked him out the first time. So I was like, if he catch him again, I know brother probably thinking like, I catch this white boy, he going to sleep. So I need to catch him again, and it's gonna happen. And I was just like, man, the white guy gotta know he gotta get him to the ground. He gotta get brother to the ground quick. He gotta get that brother to the ground, but he couldn't even get there. Couldn't even get there. You know, I feel sorry for brother, man, you know, because he couldn't get him there. But all the African guys got titles. These guys, the three guys you see right now are champions in the UFC, and they African born. What is that telling you? They're dominating the sport that Dana White didn't really want to have done like this. John Jones has been the champion forever. Before him, Anderson Silva, people of color, has always dominated the UFC. Amanda Nunes is Brazilian, and she's dominated the sport. She beat the person that they didn't even want to promote her. They never promoted her through the entire thing on the billboard. It was Ronda Rousey. 2 pictures of Ronda Rousey. Her in street clothes and her in the MMA gear. That's how Dana White promoted the fight. Just promoting Ronda. Knowing she was a 99.9% chance of losing. Everybody else who knows MMA is just like, dog, do you realize that Ronda could lose this fight? Dana had no. Ronda's the most devastating athlete in the world. She's got to bounce back. She's going to show Amanda Nunes what it's like to be in a ring with Ronda Rousey. I'm like, this dumb idiot. She should have never made that fight. Sure enough, he found out quick, and then Ronda retired. You have to know your fighters. Ronda, he could have got more fights out of Ronda if he wasn't an idiot. He made that fight. You got to know, okay, you can't fall for your own hype. You got to understand that this is hype. This isn't real. Ronda Rousey, you got to know she's not what you're painting her to be. So you got to recognize that and know, like, okay, I got to protect her. Okay? She just got knocked out by Holly Holm. We're trying to build her back up. You don't bring her back with Amanda Nunes. That is the dumbest idea in the world. Because Amanda Nunes was supposed to fight her the first fight. And they chose to do that fight and avoid Amanda Nunes. To fight Holly Holm, said that's the easier fight. And said, well, we're going to show what Ronda can do to a boxer. She's a former boxing champion, and you're going to see what Ronda can do to a striker. Yeah. And they found out what a striker can do to Ronda. Because I saw what Holly Lawson saw. Because Holly Lawson was the person they chose to spar against for Ronda to get her ready for Holly Holm. Holly Lawson is a female boxer that I know, who I helped book fights. I wasn't her manager, but I damn well was doing the manager's job and booking fights for her. So while I'm doing that and booking fights for Holly Lawson, she was out there actually training Hollywood actresses. Rosamund Pike from the movie Gone Girl, she trained her for that movie. Holly Lawson trained her and got her in shape for that movie. So if you look at the credits, Holly Lawson is the one that trained Rosamund Pike to get her ready for Gone Girl. And she got her ready for the awards and everything else. So that's her personal trainer, was Holly Lawson. And Ronda Rousey wanted to use Holly Lawson to get in shape to fight Holly Holm. And Holly Lawson told me immediately, Carcino, yeah, she's gonna lose. She cannot box. I mean, not at all. Like, I hit her with everything. Like, she's not getting any of it. Like, she has no footwork, nothing. She knows nothing about boxing, and they're not trying to help her. They're just trying to, like, oh, no, she's good. Okay, that's enough, Ronda. And I'm like, y'all gonna send this girl to get killed. Like, Holly Holm is a real boxer. Like, she's gonna get hurt. Like, if you guys put her in there with Holly Holm, she's gonna get hurt. This was, she was undefeated Ronda. Ronda can't be beat. Watch when Ronda get her. She's gonna put her in that arm bar, and that's gonna be the end of her. They will believe in that. And I made the videos. It says she's already lost to Holly, meaning Holly Lawson. I made that video on YouTube. It's on YouTube. You guys can look it all up. I don't cap. I tell you guys real stuff. This is real talk. I don't cap at all. I tell you real. It's already documented. This video was made 5, 6 years ago, 5, 6, 7 years ago on YouTube. You see Carcino say Ronda Rousey already lost to Holly Lawson. Because she did. And I told people, I said, now what do you want in real life? Do you want the truth, or you want the lie? Because the lie always is going to swither around and you can do whatever you want with the lie, right? But the truth is right there, and people just don't want to see it. And people don't want to see the truth. They rather live in the lie. They will tell themselves that they want the truth, when they don't. They just want to live in the lie. So I'm saying it like this. Tell me something that's real. You know? That's how I feel. Tell me something that's real. I want the real. I don't want fake. Give Sino something real. That's how I feel. Because here's the truth. And hit the like button too, ladies and gentlemen. Because I'm giving you real talk here. The UFC has been living in a false narrative. Dana White has been ruining the company and running it into the damn ground. Dana White is the responsible person for all the damnness that's happened. He's wasted so much time with talent, and now all the fighters are leaving UFC. Have you noticed all these fighters have left UFC? There's been about 20 to 30 fighters that have left UFC. And now Tyron Woodley is leaving. They all going to Bellator. because now Donald Trump is not there to protect Dana White no more. They're not an essential business, so they don't have government protection anymore. So now Donald Trump's out of office. Now you got to fend for self. Now you got to pay all these fees that's got to come out of pocket. You made a lot of money, buddy, during that whole time when he was doing the essential business all last year. Now let's see how long you could survive, because you're losing money on the cards. Because nobody's watching UFC, brother. You know why? Because nobody cares. There's no real champion in UFC. There's nobody you can say who's the real fighter, who's the real champion of UFC. Then you let the guy who was the front runner move up and wait for money to go fight a guy out of his weight class that he should have never been fighting. Take punishment. Now you lost the John Jones fight. Oh my God. What is wrong with Dana White? He's an idiot. Dana White never knew what the hell he was doing. He just knew that he could sell it and try to make himself famous being a hack. He's a hack. He knows nothing about MMA. He doesn't know who's good, who's not. He tried to make Paige Van Zandt and Sage Northcutt world champions because of the way they looked. They can sell it! Look at them, they look like Baywatch! They look like we can sell the way they look! Let them take pictures side by side. Look at them! They look, oh my God, that's UFC! And you gave them all that damn money. Paige Van Zandt just went and had a baby. I think she just went and got married and stuff with her boyfriend and all that. I think she's about to have a baby, but I won't say she's not a real fighter. She's just not that good. She fights, she tries, and she fights hard, but she's just not that good. Sage Northcutt is a taekwondo expert. He likes aerial kicks and everything. That's not gonna work in this sport. Somebody who does taekwondo, this is not their sport. They're gonna get effed up. And that's exactly what happened to him. He got effed up. Hit the like button for that. Sage Northcutt was he got effed up in another event they had, in another MMA thing. He keeps getting beat because he's made for television. He's made for commercials. He's made for action movies. He's not made for real fighting. But you back the money truck. And now you paid for another fighter big money for him to come over to the sport to try to save your sport that's dying. Dana White doesn't even own it anymore. He's just a worker. They're keeping Dana White there as a worker. William Morris Agency owns it. Mark Wahlberg, LL Cool J, all these people got ownership of UFC. Al Heyman really runs it now. Al Heyman runs boxing and he runs UFC. And y'all don't even know it. Damn. Boy, Cino know more than all y'all, boy. It's crazy. Floyd Mayweather is a silent owner, silent partner of the UFC. That's why he was able to get the Conor McGregor fight. Dana White couldn't resist that. If Al Heyman said the fight's happening, guess what? It's happening. Dana White got paid because he was the manager of Conor McGregor. See, if this was boxing, he couldn't do that. But in UFC, he could do that. I can tell you all the problems in the UFC. One, the Reebok deal is what ruined UFC. Reebok did a deal exclusively with UFC, and by the contract, no other fighters can now use their own separate promotional companies that sponsor them and give them money. This is how the fighters used to eat. They used to get ripped off by Dana White, but they was okay because the sponsors gave them money, so they were good. Some people lost like millions of dollars. Like it was some people getting like $600,000 for sponsorship deals. If they wear their advertisement during the UFC fight. Once they did the Reebok exclusive deal, fighters can no longer wear anything saying any other brand to the ring, which basically is going to make the sponsor go, well, then what the hell am I paying you for? Because there's a conflict of interest for Reebok. So that crippled a lot of fighters, and they lost a lot of money. And you're not paying them enough to recoup that. Saying, well, just wear the Reebok stuff. Reebok will pay you. No, they wouldn't. See, UFC doesn't have to follow the Muhammad Ali Act because they're not a licensed boxing event. The Muhammad Ali Act says that the promoter gets 20% and the fighter gets 80%. By contractual law, that's what it is in the Queensberry's rules, period. In boxing, under the Muhammad Ali Act, all the promoters must follow. The promoters get 20%, the fighters get 80%. That's it. But in the UFC, the promoters, Dana White and all those guys, they're getting 80% and the fighters are getting less than 20. You can pay them what they want. That's why they all broke. Hit the like button, baby. Hit the like button, baby. This is all real spill. This is not like I hate Dana White. I don't like Dana White, but still, this is not about that. This is real talk. And if you think I'm capping, I've done an interview on this page with Bob Arum, the president of Top Rank Boxing. We know each other very well. So everything that I'm telling you, he's actually said out of his own mouth because he's a boxing promoter. He knows exactly about the Muhammad Ali Act. He knows exactly what he's talking about when it comes to this. And just in case you thought I was lying, I've interviewed Bob Arum a lot of times on this page. So a lot of people understand and know exactly what it is. I've interviewed Paulie Malignaggi. He can tell you what it is. All these fighters know that Carcino knows about the splits. He knows how the contracts are drawn up. He knows how it's supposed to go. He knows that UFC fighters ain't getting paid. He knows UFC fighters who ain't crap. I was the first guy that told you Conor McGregor was going to lose his next fight when he was undefeated, and he lost his next fight. I was the one that told you Conor McGregor was a fraud. I was the first one when he was undefeated. Because I know real fighters from fake fighters. That has always been what I was good at. I knew what was fake and I knew what was good. Conor McGregor believed his own hype. He believed he was as good as what he was showing people. I was there to tell people like, yo, this dude ain't good, yo. He's not good. And I tried to tell people that. I said, the UFC forgot their own con. Don't forget your own con. That's one thing you don't do as a promoter, is forget your own con and get sucked in, start believing that the fighter is better than what you predicted. I mean, what you laid out for him. Conor McGregor only won fights. He's never defended the title ever in his life. Look, Conor McGregor only won fights that the UFC arranged for him to win. When he beat most of these fighters, they were coming off injury, they needed to check, and they had to come take a fight on short notice. Or Conor McGregor was too big for him, sweat him down to lighter weights to make the fight. Jose Aldo is too small for Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor is a natural 160-pound guy, period, walk-around weight. That was his last weight. I mean, last fight in that weight class, and he'll never be back when he wore in that day. He's 20 pounds bigger than all. They gotta sweat down, go down to a lighter weight so that they can fight guys to make themselves look good. This is what Errol Spence is doing. Errol Spence should be at 154. Matter of fact, Errol Spence started his career at 154. Then he got his bell rung, and then he sweat him down to 147 so he could beat up on smaller welterweights. Notice they don't put him in the ring with big welterweights. They put him in there with small welterweights or guys with not even welterweights at all. James Toney just told everybody about this. Like, everybody knows Terrence Crawford has dropped that kid. Everybody knows it. Like, he's not gonna make it with Terrence Crawford. He ain't gonna make it to the bell. And he won't fight any real welterweights. He fought Sean Porter. That ain't gonna press no people that know. You know what I'm saying? We know better. We know what Sean Porter is. We know Sean Porter's a big guy in size, but as far as boxing skills, no. He's just a brawler. So we already know what he is. Fight Bud. You want your credit, you want your respect, beat Bud Crawford in the ring. You will get your respect. But you ain't gonna get it fighting no Danny Garcia and no damn Mikey Garcia. Fight Terrence Crawford or fight Ugas. That's on you, bro. That's 100% on you. Bro, it's not stories. This is real talk. This is factual. Factual, bro. Straight facts. There's always been problems. And there's always going to be problems. You know what I'm saying? So there's no escaping, like, oh, I'm going to escape the drama. I'm going to escape. There's no escape. Run, hide. There's no escape. Dana White has consistently lost money because he did not know how to promote Amanda Nunes. Okay, Amanda Nunes, everybody in the world, even Joe Rogan knew Amanda Nunes is a problem for Ronda Rousey. Everybody knew that. I'm like, we all know that this woman is a huge problem. Okay? There's no sugarcoating it. She is a problem for anything you're thinking about right now. She's a problem. And right now, because she's a problem, everybody is thinking like, man, Amanda Nunes is this and that, but somebody's gonna beat her. Cyborg's gonna beat her. Cyborg got there. Dana White couldn't wait for Cyborg to lose because Cyborg, he had to pay all this money to get Cyborg there. Cyborg, then he's made her sweat down and wait to fight at a weight class she was basically killing herself to fight at. Then she beat Holly Holm and everybody else. So Cyborg became the fighter, and he wanted her to lose. to Amanda Nunes. And Amanda Nunes stopped her. And he was the happiest guy on earth because this is what he wanted so badly. He needed that to happen. You know? So when you see these type of things, you know, come to fruition, you understand the reasons why they happen. You know, a lot of people don't understand it. I get it right away. Dana White doesn't have the vision. He can't tell. He can't who's great and who's not anymore. And they said, well, in UFC it's hard to tell, you know, who's great. No, it isn't. It's hard to tell when you're too busy banging all the chicks that work there. You're too busy banging all these doggone girls who want a career in the sport. You're too busy trying to sleep with all of them to focus on what's really going on, because that's where your focus is. You got 10, 15 stripper girls there. You done screwed up your marriage, sleeping with your wife's best friends, all of them. I mean, dog, he just was a degenerate, a complete degenerate. And that is why Dana White ended up being where he is today. Hit the like button. Every girl who was a ring card girl for the UFC, Dana White was sleeping with. His own mother told everybody what was going on. His mother. You don't believe me? It's on YouTube. Go look it up. You ain't gotta trust me. Don't trust me. Go look it up for yourself. Go look it up for yourself. I was talking to y'all. I forgot I was on fumes. Forgot I was on fumes, boy. And I'm back. Hope you ain't black out on me. Whew. No, I'm not peeing. I'm peeing in the gas tank. No, but I gotta have gas in order to drive. I've been riding around in this car for hours all day talking to y'all. I've been making power moves all day, driving out 30, 40. If y'all noticed, these live streams been like 30, 40 minutes or an hour, and I've been in the car the whole time driving. Have y'all realized I'm driving an hour far in destination? Jenny ain't seen me. I'm drunk. Dude, Jenny don't live that far from me. I would be at Jenny's house by now. If that was the case, I would be at Gavin and Jenny's house right now. Troy, Chris, I'd have been at their crib by now, dog. I'm way out the way. Oh, I won tonight. Big. I won big tonight. And the reason I won big tonight is because I was smart. I bet the Utah Jazz. I bet the Dallas Mavericks. I bet all the teams that I knew would take care of business tonight. Oh, my tank is full. Biden, you should be ashamed of yourself. Then there's $70. $70 damn near dollar to fill up. Who wins it all, you're going to have to see during my prediction video. I knew Oregon State would cover the spread. They've done it all season long. Just like picking Oral Roberts. Oral Roberts going to cover the spread all the way through. All the way through. Oh, the police used to put a sting right at this point, too. They used to be camped out all there, and they would stop people there. And I'd be like, who would be stupid enough to let a cop outside of the car stop you and draw you somewhere so that they can give you a ticket? I'd be like, man, I'm going to just keep going. You can't give me a ticket if I keep driving. Which is true. You can't get you a ticket if you keep driving. He's outside his car trying to stop you. Tell you to pull over. I'm like, dog, you going to get hit, one. Two, I ain't stopping a damn thing. You don't have to get in the car to come get me. I should just chill at that hotel for the night and just chill. That used to be the business hotel I used to have an account in. The Westin Hotel. And I used to chill there. But now it didn't turn into a damn ghetto hotel for me. But that hotel saved my life a lot. During a lot of hard times. Like, dude, there's some stories I can tell you about that hotel, bro. But all the MMA fans, I want to know where they at. Where the MMA fans at? I want them to understand something. The Africans are beating you because, one, the Africans work harder. As long as there's some poor Africans who willing to work, I don't care what hard life you come from. All you Caucasians be like, I come from a hard life of, I had to go to a prep school because my dad said, I couldn't go to an Ivy League college because they didn't have the money. I had to work on the farm. Then I became a fireman. And then, we couldn't really go out and do too much. So I started training to be a fireman. And then I started going into MMA, started doing classes. So I had it rough, man. He'd be like, well, this guy had to walk 18 miles to go to school. Then walk 18 miles back home. And then he had to start work around the house. And he probably would eat once a day if he was lucky. It's kind of hard to beat that. And then you tell him he can get all this money here, where he probably going to send all that money back home to his hometown in Africa, where they all starving. That money, knowing that the money he won here could probably feed them for about a month straight. Oh, he's going to definitely win that fight. I don't want to go against a brother like that. Oh, DUI is real out here? You don't think I could pass a DUI test? You think I'm drunk? Think what I'm saying is drunk? This drunk talk. Well, I'm gonna be pulling him over. Yo, officer! The things I like to talk to you about is something crazy, something strange, something that nobody in the history of this ever had to do. You don't think Carcino has his faculties right now? Really? Wow. That's really strange, bro. I am really amazed that you really believe that I will get pulled over and get a DUI tonight. That's quite impressive. I'm able to hold a live stream with you, man the vehicle, stay on topic. You believe I'm intoxicated. It's pretty interesting. What do you guys think? Do you agree with this man that I am intoxicated and cannot hold a conversation and drive a vehicle with my seatbelt on? Just pump gas in the car. Didn't forget my gas. Oh, didn't forget my credit card. Didn't forget my credit card or nothing. But according to them, I'm too drunk. I got my drink and my two-step, my drink and my two-step, my drink and my two-step. What? Yeah, I'm going to say F the police. A black man was shot outside of his Mercedes when he became very inherently violent towards the police officers. Yes, I came up on the assailant. He was very aggressive. He started yelling obscenities, and he grabbed something in his hand. It looked like a weapon. So I drew my firearm, and I shot 16 times, and I reloaded the clip, and I got another 8. Because I wanted to make sure he was down. I didn't know if he was still there, you know. No. I'm drunk because I'm saying that African Americans, well, Africans really, are running the UFC. They're the champions of the UFC. They're representing the UFC, and they're dominating. I mean, there were only white champions in UFC only because brothers didn't want to fight. Brothers was like, ain't no money for that. When the money get up, then we'll show up. They got a guy that was out there knocking people out, who was out of shape. Big brother from like Alabama or something. He kept having sex on the floor when he went. Doing the doggone caterpillar on the floor every time he knocked out a doggone white dude. I don't know his name, but I knew I'm like never gonna really bet against that brother unless it's a real championship fight. Straight in. Derek Williams. Yep, you ain't gonna get no black and American than Derek Williams. Yeah, Ronda Rousey, what her sexy ass said. Yeah. Just whooped your punk ass man. Oh man, that was the funniest night ever. And now that Ronda Rousey black now, woo, she black now. Back that thing up. Girl, who are you playing with? Back that thing up. Gary James gonna be, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Back that thing up. He gonna be, you going over there dancing on him? Look, you ain't won a fight in 6 years. Matter of fact, he knocked you out. That's right. He can get knocked out again, too. Keep talking. Hey, ridiculous. I was happening, bro. What be happening, bro, with your cool vibes? Man, it's so funny. Brothers be so full of it. Man, I wouldn't touch Ronda Rousey with a 10-foot pole. They'd be like, all right, Ronda. Look, everybody gone. Look. Come here. Go down there. Just kiss it. Oh, yeah. Kiss it. Oh, yeah. There you go. Oh. Don't tell nobody. Oh. Oh, man. Y'all are crazy. Crazy. Oh my God. Crazy. This is supposed to be on the Patreon. Not this. Sir. Street is. Man, I felt so like relieved when I saw Stipe get knocked out. I saw the African champions. I said, man, I know Dana White's kicking himself right now because he's too stupid. He couldn't get Khabib to come back. He offered all kind of money to get Khabib to come back. Khabib is a man of principle. He's not doing it on money. Had you not shorted him on the money the first time, he probably would have came back. But he'd probably come back for Bellator. He's a man of principle, man. Money, he got enough money. So you'll have to wait till he go broke in order for him to start to feel that pinch. Or maybe, he made a mistake. This maybe was something he shouldn't have done. But he ain't gonna feel that pinch when he got money in his pocket. His mama is taken care of. He just lost his father. He promised his mom he wasn't gonna fight again. Like, he's done, that's it. They're very proud people. So, he's not gonna fight again. Wake up, man. What are you talking about? I'm reading y'all comments and I'm trying to drive. What are you talking about? Cino, wake up, man. Like I'm asleep. One, I'm not close to sleep. It's only like midnight. I'm like, midnight? And I'm passing out? Like I'm a lightweight? I ain't that light. Did y'all forget what's coming on the Patreon later? Did y'all not see today the truth behind the Eddie Murphy and Cat Williams beef? Did you not see the 5 major videos that's coming on the Patreon in April? And you ain't like, oh my God. Do you want me to drop the rest of the videos tonight? Because what's going into that is the setup that's y'all gonna get for free tomorrow. The And that's going to lead right into the Dave Chappelle video I got on the Patreon. They're connected. But if y'all want a sneak preview, I will tell y'all the name of the video and everything. So y'all want the name of the video? I'll give it to you right here. It's coming tomorrow. The truth behind the beef between Dave Chappelle and Paul Mooney. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Still think Sino's drunk? And you getting that on Carsino for life. And you getting that on Carsino for life. And that's going to lead right into the video that's going to be on the Patreon. It's going to continue on the Patreon. But it's going to start here tomorrow. Dave Chappelle versus, well, the beef between him and Paul Mooney. That kicks off tomorrow. And then the next part will continue on the Patreon. They all lead into each other, brother. It all leads into each other. Will I do the Dave Chappelle and Paul Mooney voice? You might hear it. Yes, you gonna hear it, nigga. I've tried to tell Dave. Dave wouldn't listen to me. He's nothing but a diva. All of them divas. They stole everything from me. They steal everything. Stole my clothes. Stole everything. I gave Dave Chappelle everything. I told Dave Chappelle, listen, if you want to be successful, you gotta stop playing the Sambo and you gotta be the Rambo. Nigga wouldn't listen. The nigga listened to me for a half a day. Diva! Just wait till tomorrow. You niggas have no idea what Carsino's gonna tell you tomorrow. You think you know every goddamn thing. You don't. Wait till Carsino tell you tomorrow about Negro Dominance. Wait till he tells you what they did at Comedy Central. Everybody talk about Dave Chappelle. They don't talk about what happened with Paul Mooney. They don't talk about that. No, they don't talk about that. But you're gonna find out. You're gonna find out. You're gonna find out what Dave Chappelle did to his so-called friend. He had to learn a nigga lesson. He never had a real nigga around him. He had that white boy with him, Neil Brennan. He didn't surround himself with real nigga. Matter of fact, he wasn't even married to a nigga. Can't trust a nigga that ain't married to a nigga. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to talk about it tomorrow. We will talk about it tomorrow. Guaranteed. You're not going to want to miss this video. No, you're not. You're going to want to send this video to your mama and everybody else. Diva! And also, LeBron lose chips all the time, B. He'll be all right. Nigga got too much money to be all right.